The first sighting goes back to the winter of 2014 in a quiet suburban town outside Columbus, Ohio. The supermarket was open 24 hours, but after midnight it was practically empty. Only a few truck drivers, night owls, and lonely wanderers came by. The night shift was handled by a man named Daniel Morris, a calm, soft-spoken worker who had been doing the same job for years. He knew every aisle better than the lines on his own hand. Nothing surprised him anymore until the night he saw him. It was a little past 3 a.m. when Daniel first noticed the flicker on the security monitor. Aisle 7's overhead light was stuttering, blinking in a pattern that almost looked intentional. He tapped the monitor, thinking it was dust or a glitch. Then the frame sharpened. A man was standing directly under the light. Tall, thin, completely still. His head tilted downward, arms hanging awkwardly by his sides, as if he had been standing this way for hours. Daniel frowned. No customer had entered the store in nearly 40 minutes. He checked the door logs. Nothing. No motion alerts. No bell sound. Nothing. He rewound the footage. The man had not walked into the aisle. He had appeared under the light between frames. 1 second, empty aisle. Next second, man standing perfectly still. Daniel rushed to aisle 7 with a mixture of irritation and fear tightening in his chest. When he turned the corner, the aisle was empty. The shelves were untouched. The light above him flickered softly, like the faint afterimage of something that had been there just seconds before. Daniel told no one, but the next night, it happened again. This time, the man's head was slightly tilted toward the camera, as if he knew he was being watched, still not blinking, still motionless. For 3 nights, the pattern remained the same. Around 3 a.m., the man would appear under the light of aisle 7, always directly under the central bulb, always in the same posture. Workers began giving that area a name, the light circle, because once the man appeared beneath it, the beam of light looked almost too bright, like it was drawing energy from him. Soon, more employees reported seeing him. A janitor saw him standing near the frozen food section, staring at the floor. A delivery driver swore that he saw a silhouette inside the store before the doors were unlocked. One customer said she felt someone breathing behind her, but when she turned, there was no one there. None of them realized the same thing. The lights above each sighting were always the brightest in the store. On February 19th, the sightings took a darker turn. A new worker, Emily, decided to confront the figure. CCTV shows her walking toward aisle 7. As she gets closer, the man's head lifts millimeter by millimeter. Slow, unnatural movements like rusted joints awakening. The moment she steps into the light circle, the camera glitches. The brightness flares, and both of them vanish from the frame. Emily was found 20 minutes later, unconscious behind the dairy section. Her clothes were cold to the touch, as if she had been standing in a freezer. When she woke up, she said only one sentence: "He lives in the light." The store shut down for investigation. Police found nothing, but one final piece of footage was leaked by an employee. The last recording. The frame shows the same aisle, same shelves, same flickering light, except this time, the man isn't alone. There are 2 figures under the light, standing side by side, both perfectly still, both staring at the camera, both waiting. Experts claim it's edited. Skeptics say it's a hoax. But every night shift worker in that town knows the truth. If you ever walk into a supermarket late at night, look up. If the lights above you seem too bright, if the flicker feels like it has a rhythm, and if the aisle suddenly feels colder than the rest, don't look back. Don't stop walking. And never, ever step into the circle of light. Because once you are under it, you become one of them.